Back to my channel Economics. In today's video, we are discussing WTO, IMF, and World Bank, their basic introduction plus roles and functions. It is an important concept if you are in your 12th standard, plus if you are appearing for any of the competitive exams related to economics, and it is also part of general studies as well. WTO, which was established in 1994, replacing GATT. GATT was the General Agreement on Tariffs and Trade. The headquarters of WTO is in Geneva, Switzerland, and there are 164 member countries. As of 2024, there are 164 member countries. The main role of WTO is fair and free international trade among the nations, or among the participating nations. The key functions of WTO, which is a must asked question, is trade negotiations. It administers the trade agreements and the trade terms between the countries who are participating in international trade, and it ensures multilateral negotiations. Dispute settlement resolves the trade disputes between the member countries. If any trade dispute arises between the countries, they are settled by WTO. Monitoring, it monitors national or international trade policies through trade policy review mechanism. Next is capacity building. It also provides technical assistance and training to the developing nations regarding international trade and how they can sustain international trade. Forums for negotiation. It also provides a platform for future trade negotiations between the countries. This is a flow chart that explains the working of WTO in a simpler manner. There are 164 member countries where trade policy negotiations are done. Trade agreement or WTO framework is made, which results to trade liberalization, that is free trade among the nations, and it is also monitored by WTO. It also acts as a dispute settling body where disputes are settled among the nations or between the nations. Next is International Monetary Fund. International Monetary Fund was established in 1944 after the Bretton Woods Conference. The headquarters is in Washington, D.C., USA, and the member countries are 190. The main role of IMF is to ensure global monetary cooperation, financial stability, and economic growth. If we talk about the key functions that IMF does is financial assistance. It provides, remember, short-term loans to the countries, or short-term loans to the countries who are facing balance of payment issue, which is BOP issues. So they provide short-term loans to them so that they can come out of the trap or whatever shortage of expenditure they are facing because of shortage of revenue. So IMF provides financial assistance by providing short-term loans to the countries. Surveillance, it monitors global economic and financial development of the countries registered or of the countries accompanied under IMF. Policy advice offers macroeconomic guidance or macroeconomic policy instruments, and also offers structural reforms to the member countries. Capacity development provides training and technical assistance to the member countries. This flow chart will again help you better understand the functioning of IMF. Economic crisis. Whenever economic crisis or a situation where a country is unable to sustain its expenditure due to a shortage of their revenue, or a country is unable to pay back their loans, and a country is unable to grow or develop, in that case economic crisis occurs when the country's national income is much more shorter than what they are, what all expenses they have. In that case economic crisis occurs. So the country seeks help from IMF. IMF conducts a surveillance or monitors the situation, and according to that they approves loan with the condition, and the condition would be structural reform. There are certain reforms that a country must accompany to if they want to take loans from IMF, and the countries repays that loans over a period of time whenever they come out of that economic crisis. Next is World Bank Group. World Bank Group basically established in 1994, again after Bretton Woods Conference. Headquarters is in Washington, D.C., and there are 189 member countries. There are 5 major institutions in World Bank Group, but the 2 main institutions are IBRD, which is International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and IDA, that is International Development Association. The main role of World Bank Group is to provide long term loans. So now you should remember that if we talk about IMF provides short term loans, whereas World Bank provides long term loans and grants for infrastructure, for poverty alleviations, for development programs in low and middle income group countries. So the key functions of World Bank is first project funding. It funds projects of infrastructure like roads, school, water supply, electricity. Poverty alleviation promotes inclusive growth by granting loans for poverty alleviation programs. Policy advises, helps the government and the institution, also the public services, on policy implication and what all policy they can introduce to maximize their economic growth and development and reduce whatsoever drawbacks or the flaws back a country is facing. Research and data. It publishes economic data reports as well. We all know, we do study World Bank data on different economic indicators, right? So these are the major functions of World Bank. Again, this flow chart will make it easy for you to understand. First, a country submits their project plans or whatever project they are being indulging in future, and the World Bank reviews the project, and if in case it approves it, it provides funding to it, and also technical support is granted, or technical assistance is given, and the project is implemented, and later it is monitored by World Bank group, and then development outcome is also evaluated on that basis. Here is the summary table that shows the verses between WTO, IMF, and World Bank. First is on the basis of the establishment date, that is 1995, 1944, and 1944. So IMF and World Bank were established much earlier than WTO. The focus area is global trade, whereas their focus area is monetary and financial stability, and the World Bank's focus areas is economic growth and economic development. The headquarters is in Geneva, Washington, and this is again Washington DC. Main role is trade facilitation. It promotes and facilitates international trade between the countries, whereas IMF provides financial aid and policy advices, and World Bank grants loan for infrastructure and poverty alleviations. Instruments are trade rules, dispute resolution instruments, whereas IMF has two major instruments, that is loans and surveillance, and World Bank, the instruments are loans, the grants, which are the unilateral transfer grants, and project monitoring. So yeah, this is all about World Bank, IMF, and the World Trade Organization. These are the major things that one must know if they are an economic student. So yeah, if you liked the video, please subscribe to the channel, and if you have any doubts, let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching and keep learning.